Click on the subscribe button, especially the bell on the right side. Otherwise, you will miss the latest videos.
Welcome to Saptarishis Astrology channel. So we are back again. So in yesterday's session, Raghavendra ji explained very beautifully about the Chaturmasa and the importance. Okay, so we will continue with the same topic today also. But before that, I would like to ask 2-3 questions so that you can merge these questions in today's session also. And you can answer for this. So many people ask some questions which is very common for the nowadays for everybody. So, like the first is, do you have any specific rituals to be performed during this months which we are talking about during this months? What are the remedies which we can perform, especially for the persons who are affected from the financial debt, karja, who have taken a lot of money and all, and they are not able to pay reback and all these things. So for these people, what specific remedies we can do? This is the first question. And the second is the person who wants to who want growth in business. Like nowadays, many people are starting their own business, and some are doing business from many years, but they are not seeing any growth. They are facing a lot of difficulties, especially in the financial front. So for them, what they can do remedies in during this month. And the third one is also very important questions, like the person who are interested in making their own house property. For them, what remedies they can do. That also we want to know from you. And the last is the person who having the curse of Lakshmi. Curse of Lakshmi, you can explain better, like what exactly is the curse of Lakshmi, and is it connected with the financial matters or there is more to it? So all these things we will cover in today's session. So Raghavendra ji, once again, welcome to our channel, and we would like to know from you some remedies regarding these questions about the financial debt, for the house construction, growth in business, and especially this curse of Lakshmi. Yes, sir.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Apadamoli Paryantam Gurunam Akritim Smaret Tena Vignav Pranashinti Siddhanti Cha Manoratha. Namostu Tattvika Deva Vishnu Bhakti Parayana Dharma Marge Prerayantu Bhavantas Sarvayevahi. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Namaste to all viewers of Saptarishi Astrological Magazine's YouTube channel. Continuing the part of the yesterday's session, now we are continuing this part with the very beautiful questions framed by Mr. Vinayak. They asked about there are any solution for the removal of this Lakshmi Shapa or Daridrya Yoga. This comes in astrology also. And one more question about purchasing a house or making property. This is called as Bhadra Asti Yoga in astrology. And another question was about the Runabhada, the debt or karza, which Vinayak said. As I explained, in order to attain 4 Purusharthas, Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha, the second Purushartha is Artha. It means 2 things. One, to have a deep knowledge in order to attain the devotion and to attain the salvation by doing rituals and all. And another meaning for Artha is money or the finance system. We are blessed by our ancestors by many of vratas. In the meanwhile, there is a beautiful vrata framed by our ancestors, that too very much likely to be performed for all the questions asked by Vinayak. That means, in order to get a fruitful result, to come back with all the financial debts and to fulfill the dreams of making the property and to get back the blessings of Goddess Mahalakshmi in case if the family or the horoscope is facing the problem of Daridra Yoga or Mahalakshmi Shapa. This Daridra Yoga, sometimes it comes in the genealogy itself. And sometimes by locating the Rahu, Shukra and Kuja, we can find this Daridra Yoga or Runabadha also. By locating Shani, Shukra and Kuja, we can trace out the Runabadha, and by locating Rahu, Shukra and Kuja, we can come in with the conclusion of Daridra Yoga. As we know that poverty is different and Daridra is different. Daridra is a thing where we have each and everything, abundance with us, but we are not able to enjoy anything from that money or by that products or by that relation or anything like this. This is because of Daridra Yoga. And this Daridra Yoga is caused because if we or our ancestors, if they had did anything wrong mischief towards the feminine person of a family, that too an married woman or a carrying woman or a small girl within the age of 8 or a woman, a widow woman where she had lost her husband. Overall, it comes to the whole female candidates of the family or any woman or any girl situated in their region at that time. If they had done any illegal things or if they had harassed them or if they had been a cause for those type of women's death also, it results in Daridra Yoga. In order to come across with all these Daridra Yoga, Mahalakshmi Shapa, and to say you this Mahalakshmi Shapa comes where when we underestimate the money, when we use the money in a very immortal thing and use the money without any morality, at that time the Mahalakshmi Shapa or this Daridra Yoga comes. And coming to Runabadha, Runabadha is the thing where a person suffers a lot of debts in his present life. It is the result where he had stolen gold or any property which is belonged to the orphans or any property of a temple or a sage or any property of which has been stolen or stolen by any. If he takes this type of property or gold, in these conditions, the Runabadha comes in present horoscope. In order to come across with these all problems, and the one more question was about the thing to purchase the property, to have an Bhadra Asti Yoga, to purchase a land or a property or develop the business. This is also yoga where if we had donated anything in the past birth, we do get the same thing in the present birth. to get fulfilled with our desires, we can perform a beautiful puja called as Varamahalakshmi Puja. This is the only solution for all these problems, for financial debts and Runabadha, in order to maintain a good income source by the business and to make our business to grow in a very rapid speed, and to buy or purchase or hold on a property, and to get rid of and get the best blessings of Goddess Mahalakshmi. Varamahalakshmi Vrata is the main solution for these things. From where did this Vrata came? As I said, Maharshi Vedavyasa has written 18 Puranas. Among them, Bhavishyotara Purana is a Purana. In that Purana, this Vrata of Varamahalakshmi has been given. It is totally restricted and mandatorily advised to perform this Vrata on the very second Friday of the Shravana Masa. On the very second Friday of the Shravana Masa. Here, in this Vrata, we can see there is a small procedure to be followed while performing this Vrata. First and foremostly, and Sankalpa for performing this Vrata should be made, and following to that Sankalpa, Goddess Mahalakshmi must be invoked in a kalash where it consists of full of water with some of the auspicious things or positive energy generating things which should be made to be inside that kalash: a silver coin, haladi, kumkum or kesar chandan, and along with that some crystals of spatika or any navaratna, if so. And also we should keep some gold like thing. It might be a small flower of gold, a bit of gold or anything like that. And after that we should close that kalash with an leaves of jackfruit leaf or the mango tree leaf or the betel leaves also. But they must be 16 in number. 16 in number. We should keep those leaves in that kalash, and on that leaves we should place a total coconut which is full in size. By making this kalash, we should invoke Goddess Mahalakshmi in that kalash and perform the Shodashopachara Puja, which is mentioned in Bhavishyotara Purana in that Vrata Vidhana of Varamahalakshmi Vrata. After performing this Shodashopachara Puja, we should tie a thread consisting of 16 knots to our right hand. This Vrata or this puja can be made by any person, whether he is married or unmarried. They can perform this puja on the second Friday. Before practicing this puja or doing this puja, at the part of Sankalpa, we should do our prarthana for this. That Sankalpa must consist of your own wished words in the feet of Goddess Mahalakshmi. It might be for removal of the Runabadha, or to invoke the property, or to get the abundance in the business, or to get rid of this Daridrya Yoga. It helps a lot. After performing this puja, it is mandatory to perform an annadana for any Brahmins which you get at that time, or the priest himself along with his wife, it is called as feeding or doing annadana to a priest along with his wife is called as Dampati Puja. Dampati Puja. If you do that, this vrata will be fulfilled. Along with this, they had suggested some of the danas in this Varamahalakshmi vrata in order to donate some fruits, flowers along with clothes at the time of this Varamahalakshmi vrata in the very evening time. And in this vrata, they had suggested a small vratakatha, a back history story of this vrata in the Bhavishyotara Purana. We do get this vratakatha or overall this vratas book in all languages. We do get it in Hindi, we do get it in Marathi, we do have this in Tamil, Telugu, in each and every language, including English. You can buy those books and practice this Varamahalakshmi Vrata in order to get rid of this Daridra Yoga or Runabadha or Mahalakshmi Shapa, or in order to attain the desire of property or house or anything you want. And coming to the next question of Vinayak sir, the health part. As we know, each and every masa or a month consists of pradosha. This Shravana Masa is most auspicious to perform any puja as it comes under Chaturmasa. There we can perform the Pradosha Puja or the Somavara Vrata in this Shravana Masa in order to get the blessings of Lord Shiva. On each Monday, you can keep fasting up to night, and in the Pradosha time after 6:30, you can perform Rudrabhisheka at your house or in the nearest Ishvara temple. And on the day of Pradosha, you can perform the Kshatarudra or according to your capacity, you can perform the Shodashopachara Puja to God Mahadeva in order to attain this. By performing Rudrabhisheka on the Pradosha Kala of Shravana Masa and in the Pradosha Kala of every Monday in the Shravana Masa will give a lot of energy in order to develop the mental and physical health. And if anyone is suffering a lot by in the health issues or in the part of medication, they may perform this Somavara Vrata in the Shravana Masa on every Monday of Shravana Masa, and also they can perform Rudrabhisheka on the Pradoshas also. The overall theme of all these vratas during Chaturmasa, that too specially in this Shravana Masa, is in order to be very devoted in the feats of God, to surrender ourselves and have a crystal clear relation of devotion with the God. Because in the previous videos, as I said that each and every puja or a ritual must be ended by a dana. It might be any type of dana. It might be donating clothes. It might be donating some amount. It might be donating any fruits. It might be donating any household things which they need. And among all these donations, all these danas, we consider that Annadana is one of the Mahadana. Because as we had discussed this part in the donation video also, I do remind you one more time about this, that If you give a priest 1,000 rupees, he will think that, oh, it's made and invested 2 hours of time, but I am getting only 1,000 rupees. He will be greedy of getting 100 rupees more. If you give him a cloth, he will check its quality and he will make his own thought. They could have given me even better cloth. If you give him fruits, he will count the number and he could think of getting more fruits. In this way, in each and every danas, the person who receives the dana may feel the greedy thought or get a greedy thought to get more from you. And he will be not totally okay, or he'll be not totally having a clear mentality, and he will be not satisfied with that. But when it comes to Annadana, if a person has a stomach full of, or the total full meals up to his capacity, after that, even if you go and try to feed him a laddu made with pure ghee, he won't take it. He says, no, I'm totally satisfied. Nothing more it is enough for me. It says, it indicates his satisfaction there. That's why Annadana is called as Mahadana. And that too, Dana to the higher version or to the higher ends gives us the total result of a puja or vrata. That's why I suggested to donate it to the priest or the Vedic person who knows Veda, or the person who perform puja, or to the sages. Donating to the sages, it is like a kalpa vriksha. We do have a saying that Itihaste jalam dadyat, bhaiksham dadyat, punarjalam, tadannam me runatulyam, tajjalam sagaropamam, vatautu samadattam syad, grahaste dvigunam bhavet, vanapraste shatagunam, yatau dattam anantakam. If you give a donation to a vatu, to a brahmachari, you will get 10%, 10 times of phala, or the result, or the punya from that. Grahaste dvigunam bhavet. If you give to a grahasthashrami, a married person, it will be doubled. Means you will get 100 times. 10 into 10 is 100. Vanapraste shatagunam. If you give the donation or do annadana for a vanaprasti, it will count it for 100 times. Yatau dattam anantakam. If you donate food for a sage or a yati or a sannyasi or a bhikshu or a sadhu, there the donations result will come in ananta, means infinite times, countless times. Vanapraste shatagunam yatau dattam anantakam, because yatiryatra grahe bhungte tatra bhungte harisvayam, hariryatra grahe bhungte tatra bhungte jagatrayam. Because where an yati takes bhiksha or annadana, there Lord Narayana himself comes and has that lunch or dinner or receive this annadana. Where Narayana comes and has the dinner or lunch or annadana, there the whole universe will get the annadana. That's why an annadana done to a sage or a sadhu will make the whole universe happy, and the person who does this annadana will get the soon result from cosmos, infinite soon result. That's why there is a lot of preference for sadhus and sannyasis. That too, performing this type of annadana or performing any vrata or anything, it was very hard to perform an vrata or annadana in the banks of Punya Nadis in the previous days. That's why where we perform this puja and all, there we virtually or we remember or we do chant the places of the gods where all these danas should be done. Eko Vishtur Mahadbhutam Pratak Bhutan Anekashaha Trin Lokan Vyapya Bhutatma Bhumte Vishwa Bhugavyayaha. The person, the Almighty God, is totally the creator of all three lokas. That's why among the three loka, Marthya Loka or this earth is one of the loka. We do perform all the rituals on the place where we had taken birth. That's why as it comes under three lokas, it will be totally submitted in the feet of Lord Narayana. This is the meaning of the shloka. Eko Vishtur Mahadbhutam Pratak Bhutan Anekashaha Trin Lokan means three lokas. Vyapya Bhutatma, who is totally omnipresent over three lokas, may receive this donation of Annadana. That's why performing an Annadana in the very sacred place will give us lot of abundance and Purna Phala. That too, as we were discussing about all these things, and this Bhavishyottara Purana has been disclosed by the Sutacharya to Shavanakad and all the sages at that time. Sutacharya is a disciple of Maharishi Vedavyasa. Sutacharya is a person who had disclosed all the 18 Puranas and Vratas and Vrata Kathas also, the stories of Vrata also, to Shavanaka and all sages at the bank of river Ganga. At the bank of river Ganga. So, if we have capacity and if we have got the chance of doing any dana, any vrata in the sacred bank of Ganga, it is the best thing of a life. You can do that. You can do that. With the permission of Sunil John sir and our Vinayak sir, we will come with a special video of the importance of Ganga. Why Ganga is called so much, has got so much preference in our mythological drawbacks, mythological concept of performing all the rituals. Why Ganga is treated as goddess. We will come with that video also. But now, performing the pujas, the vratas, and listening the vrata-kathas by the learned persons on the bank of Ganges or the bank of Ganga, it's one of the best part of our life. In previous days, our ancestors were lacking with the facility to reach towards Ganga. That's why they used to store the Ganga water in our houses. But nowadays, as we are very much abundant with the facilities, we can make or take a chance to perform this type of rituals and to perform some danas and annadanas to the sages who do stay on the bank of Ganga and earn a lot of positive energy by that, which may help you from any type of problems which you are facing and which you know and which you don't know also. Because some of the pains and some of the troubles which you are personally facing may not be disclosed before each and everyone. That type of problems also will be solved by performing this puja, dana, japa, homa, and annadana to the sages on the bank of Ganga. I think it is very best part of knowing this fact of Chaturmasa and the danas of Chaturmasa to be performed in the bank of Ganga. You can make the puja of Ganga at every time, but performing this puja in the very auspicious time of this Shravana Masa, on the occasion of this Chaturmasa, it gives as I said, etau dattam anantakam, it will give you the infinite countless time punya if you perform this annadana or puja on the bank of river Ganga. That's why our whole Dharma Shastra has suggested us to perform this Chaturmasa Vrata in order to maintain all the four Purusharthas to come and have an enlightened family environment for your family and your friends also. Because if you have a positive aura, automatically you will attract the positive things. That positive aura must be created by ourselves by performing this type of Chaturmas Vratas and performing the pujas. And I said, we disclosed that for each and every problem of finance or Runabada or Lakshmi Shapa, you can perform this Varamaha Lakshmi Vrata and get the abundance and grace of Goddess Mahalakshmi. If you have any other questions with respect to this Shravana Masa, we can answer it.
Yes, sir. And you have covered almost everything which I have asked. Okay, but still, we will make one separate video, especially targeting on this donation part with respect to like this month's only on 26th of July on Tuesday. Okay, we are conducting Annadanam, Mahadanam kind of a campaign in Rishikesh. In Rishikesh nearby, we have their ashram also. I think the Ganga Dham. The name of ashram is the Ganga Dham ashram. It is located at the bank of Ganga. So there we are doing this Annadanam and also Rudrabhisheka Puja on that day. So early morning we start with the Rudrabhisheka and then we will do this Annadanam especially for the sadhu sant yogis. So we have invited many sadhu sant in that location. So we'll feed them with this Annadana. So we will do a separate video on especially on this topic, the importance of Shravana Masa. Jyotish Tithi, I think that there is a
It's a pradosha. Pradosha.
So the importance of the Trivadashi Tithi, Pradosha, and especially falling around Tuesday, the importance of Tuesday is also there, and nearby Ganga. So
then it's very due advantage to be utilized by the viewers of this channel who are all seeking and receiving this video. You are having a great chance to perform this Annadana on the bank of river Ganga, that too in the Rishikesh. Rishikesh is a place where all Saptarishis have their ashram. Even in the Treta Yuga, after Rama and Lakshmana, they defeated Ravana and Kumbhakarna in Lanka, and they came back to Ayodhya. After that, Prabhu Shri Ram felt that I had killed a person who was a great warrior and he was also a Brahmin, because Ravana was the son of Kashyapa. That's why he thought that I had earned the Brahmahatya dosha by killing Ravana and Kumbhakarna. For that Prayaschitta, Prabhu Shri Rama along with Lakshmana, they performed the Prayaschitta Tapasya at Rishikesh. That's why we do have two bridges called as Ram Jhula and Lakshmana Jhula in Rishikesh itself.
Nowadays, recently they built a new Jhula.
At that time, in previous yugas, there used to be a small path in order to cross the hermits of all those seven sages. Because while Prabhu Shri Ram and Lakshmana sat for tapasya, each and every Saptarishi used to come and visit the hermit of Prabhu Shri Ram and get darshan of Rama. That's why that bridge was made for them. That's why in order to take darshan of Prabhu Shri Rama, they used to come with a bridge that is called as Ram Jhula. And in order to get the darshan of Lakshman, they used to come. That bridge was called as Lakshmana Jhula.
This is something new which
Yeah.
I never heard
That's
before.
it is most powerful place. Rishikesh had got its own importance. As we know about Haridwar, Haridwar is a place where goddess Ganga becomes Ganga there. Because where we know that Hari Ki Paudi or Har Ka Paudi, there is a place where the Ganga Aarti is performed in Haridwar.
Yes, famous.
In that place, at the time of this Samudra Mathana, the Kalash of Amrita was carried out by Mohini, and then it was handed over to Brahmaji. He handed over it to Garuda. While passing that pot of Amrita, a few drops of Amrita fell in Ganges, Ganga, at the place of Harikapodi. Where this Harikapodi is there, at that place, drops of Amrita fell on the earth. That's why that place is most auspicious for us.
So there also we are doing donations. So the location is not
a very good part.
Yeah, location is not exactly decided yet. But
Overall,
we are also planning.
As we know that overall Haridwar and Rishikesh are one of the best things, because each and every place where we visit in Haridwar, we could find a mandir which are more than 1,000 years before its construction.
Correct.
And the main thing is Ganga will flow into 7 hermits of Saptarishis only in Haridwar. When we come in further, all those 7 ways of this Ganga comes and reunites in one place. From Rishikesh to Haridwar, Ganga flows in 7 separate directions. Each and every Saptarishi, one among the Saptarishi, will be having Ganga before his ashram.
Yes.
That's why Haridwar is most powerful place, and Rishikesh is most important place where we can earn punya or the positive energy in each of every step. Once what happened, we went to Haridwar. At that time, it was already night. It was about 8. And during this journey, we didn't have time to perform our Sandhya Vandana of morning session also and evening session also. Because from Delhi, we went to Haridwar in a car and it got stuck. It will take a lot of time. It used to take that in that time. And we didn't got time to perform our morning Sandhya Vandana also and evening Sandhya Vandana also. We reached a place in Haridwar. We took a room there, and that room's manager was very much familiar with our mother tongue. It is Kannada. And we used to talk, we moved talking in Kannada that it is already late to perform Sandhya Vandana and all. We should go first and perform Snana in Ganga, and then we will perform Sandhya Vandana, then we will come back and have our dinner. At that time, that person heard this thing and he called me and said that, Maharaj, you are here in Haridwar. It is a place of positive energy. It is called as land of Hamsas. There is no particularity of day and night here. You can perform any puja, any rata, any hamana, any part of Sandhya Vandana at any time. There is no time limit in Haridwar or in the bank of river Ganga. Because from Haridwar, the land of Hamsa starts up to Badrinath. This is called as Haridwar is called as land of Hamsas. And he suggested us, even if you won't take bath also, you will get the punya of taking bath, because only the darshan of Ganga is that much powerful. If you sit here in the bank of Ganga and perform only 108 Gayatri Japa, you will get the phala of doing lakh Gayatri Japa here. And if you perform a small Havana there, you will get the punya of performing Vajapaya Yaga. And if you perform any Annadana there, you will get the punya of feeding lakh Brahmins. And any Godana in the bank of river Ganga, that too in Haridwar or Rishikesh, it will give you the punya of donating whole universe. We do have dana called as Vishwadana. Vishwadana means the whole universe, donating the whole universe. It is equivalent to a small Godana in Haridwar or Rishikesh, it seems. We were very astonished because the person who gave us an advice, he was not at all a sage, he was not at all a priest, he was just a manager who was working in that hotel. The persons of Haridwar are this much knowledgeable there. Then think of the Ganga and performing any dana in those places. It is likely to be one of the greatest event of this Saptarishi channel. It will give you a lot of good things in the future also. The viewers, please do get the advantage of this Kratu. Kratu means a positive thing. Positive thing.
Correct.
That's why please do use and utilize this offer of special Kratu, that too in the auspicious time of this Chaturmasa, and pray for your abundance. It might be anything, it might be your personal problem or anything, or any Navagraha dosha or horoscope oriented problem. You can take this chance as a golden opportunity and utilize this. We will come back with a new video of the speciality of Haridwar and performance of danas in the place of Haridwar and Rishikesh also. Hope you all enjoy with this video, and if any questions and queries, you can post it and we will answer it within due respect.
Correct, sir. You have explained very beautifully the importance of Ganga and Haridwar Rishikesh. So definitely we are going to make a separate video especially on this topic, and soon we will upload it on YouTube. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.